Have you ever thought about what makes Australia such an appealing destination for immigrants? A land of breathtaking landscapes, bustling cities, and boundless opportunities, Australia has long been a beacon of hope for people seeking a better life. With a strong economy, high-quality education, and world-class healthcare, it's no wonder that millions of migrants have chosen to call this country home. But now, in a shocking turn of events, new immigration policies could put millions at risk of deportation in 2025. Today, we'll dive into the controversial changes, the potential consequences, and what this means for the future of Australia's immigrant population. 1. The new immigration rules. The Australian government recently unveiled a set of stricter immigration policies aimed at reducing the number of temporary visa holders and tightening pathways to permanent residency. These new laws are expected to significantly impact international students, skilled workers, and temporary migrants who have built their lives in Australia. Some of the key changes include: 1. Stricter eligibility criteria for permanent residency. 2. Shorter visa durations for temporary workers. 3. Increased financial requirements for international students. 4. More rigorous enforcement of visa violations, leading to mass deportations. These regulations could result in millions of migrants being forced to leave the country even after years of contribution to the workforce and economy. The government has justified these changes as necessary to manage population growth, ensure local job security, and maintain national resources. However, critics argue that these rules disproportionately affect vulnerable groups and fail to account for the essential role that migrants play in the economy. Experts warn that the sudden removal of large numbers of foreign workers and students could create gaps in various industries, from healthcare and construction to hospitality and agriculture, sectors that rely heavily on migrant labor. Moreover, the pathway to permanent residency has been significantly narrowed, making it more difficult for long-term migrants to secure a future in the country. Many skilled workers who have invested years in Australia, contributing to its workforce and integrating into society, now face the uncertainty of having to leave. This has led to widespread anxiety among immigrants, businesses, and even educational institutions that depend on a steady influx of international students. Who will be affected? While the government argues these changes will help control population growth and prioritize Australian workers, the impact on certain groups cannot be ignored. 1. International students. With higher financial requirements and fewer work opportunities, many students may be unable to afford their education and be forced to leave. 2. Temporary skilled workers. Those working in industries like healthcare, construction, and hospitality may face barriers to permanent residency despite filling labor shortages. 3. Refugees and asylum seekers. Stricter visa renewal policies could make it harder for them to stay, even if they've been in the country for years. Additionally, families who have been living in Australia on dependent visas may face severe difficulties. Many spouses and children of skilled workers or students depend on these visas, and with tighter regulations, they could face separation or forced relocation. These changes may also disproportionately affect individuals from developing nations, where economic instability makes returning home a daunting prospect. Small businesses and startups that rely on foreign talent to drive innovation and economic growth could also suffer. Many skilled migrants bring expertise in critical industries, including technology and medicine, where local supply falls short of demand. Restricting their ability to stay in Australia could slow progress in these fields and hurt the country's long-term economic stability. The economic and social impact. Forcing out millions of migrants could have severe economic repercussions. Australia relies heavily on migrant workers to sustain industries such as agriculture, healthcare, and technology. A sudden decline in the migrant workforce could lead to a labor shortage crisis, economic downturn due to reduced consumer spending, strain on businesses that rely on international talent. Socially, the changes could break apart families, disrupt communities, and create uncertainty for thousands who have called Australia home for years. Public reaction and political backlash. These drastic policy shifts have sparked outrage among immigrant communities, business owners, and human rights activists. Many argue that these rules are not only unfair, but also detrimental to Australia's global reputation as a welcoming and diverse nation. Petitions, protests, and legal challenges are already being organised to oppose these changes, with advocates urging the government to reconsider the long-term consequences. Australia has always been a country of immigrants, a land where people from different backgrounds come together to build a better future. But with these shocking new immigration rules, millions may soon face the heartbreaking reality of having to leave their homes, jobs, and families behind. As the debate continues, one thing is clear: the future of Australia's immigration landscape is at a crossroads. Will the government reconsider its stance, or will these changes redefine the nation's identity? Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, share your thoughts. How do you feel about these immigration reforms? Let's keep the conversation going. Comment down below. Make sure to click that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you'll always be in the loop when we release new content. Thanks for watching.